Here's the first video from the NCAA tournament series. It's with Tyler Mack from Alabama State in the first four. Check it out. First off, I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, of course.
I know you've had a busy 24 hours and everything. Can you kind of take me what goes into? I think a lot of people don't really realize it all that goes in. It's literally Selection Sunday now.
Yeah,
That
was crazy. That's my first time ever experiencing this, so it was dope for me. It's a dream that you dream of as a kid, obviously. I remember in middle school, me and all my boys would talk about it like, dude, one day it would be so dope to be there. And to finally be there, it's like it hit me, but not fully yet. So even at shoot around today, everyone watching us practice, it was all surreal. And seeing our names called on Selection Sunday and potentially having to play Auburn if we win this game, it's all sick. I can't wait.
Yeah, dream come true.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of talk. I mean, the last couple of weeks have been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You guys were a 3 seed going in the tournament. You made a run, ended up winning it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you kind of talk about that term as a whole and like what all went into it? And did you notice anything like kind of the start that this team could do something?
Yeah, we dropped the game at home that we shouldn't have, and then after that game, the way coach got us prepared and everything was set up in front of us, we won like 9 of our last 10, I'm pretty sure. And the way we practiced, the way we were prepared, and the way coach just had us rallied, it was just, once you keep winning one, you keep going and stacks. And then going into that tournament, it was just like one more. That was always our motto, just one more. And we had some magical moments. I had a big moment in the semifinal game. And the championship was just probably the biggest game of my career. And I didn't score a point, but just to be able to be in that was ridiculous. It was crazy.
Get the photos and get to celebrate with your team and everything.
That was
what was that like cutting the net and everything?
It's not my first time doing it, but that was the most meaningful one. So it was epic.
Yeah.
It was epic. And then just getting to hold that trophy, I've never had nothing like that. A ring coming on the way too. It's awesome, man. I can't put it into words. It's like it's crazy.
So something that like enticed me to want to interview you is you had a very interesting career. You started in community college, you played JUCO, and you went to Maryland East Shore, and then now you're here. Can you kind of take me through the start of your career and everything, like playing community college and then going?
Community college is something I never really wanted to do.
Yeah.
But it was like I always wanted to play Division I basketball. And coming out of high school, I've only had D2. And my assistant principal at my high school is a junior college coach at the junior college I went to. And he's just like, come here, everything you want come true. And, I didn't have too much faith in him at the time, but I ended up doing it. It all worked out. We won. We went to nationals 2 years there. Went to the Elite Eight 2 years in a row. So that's how I was able to make my way to Maryland Eastern Shore. I had a big tournament. And at Maryland Eastern Shore, I met a lot of cool people. I still talk to this day. Like I have a group chat. We still talking there. Those are my guys for like life.
Yeah.
I'll invite a lot of those guys to my wedding. And then I had a pretty good season there. Didn't shoot the ball as well, but had a good season. First time playing against D1 talent. It's a big difference when you go. Then I made my way here, and then just a magical season, and we're still going. So I can't wait to see how it ends. Oh man, I can't wait. It's dope.
Yeah. Can you kind of talk about like the mental aspect of basketball and like everything from the start of your career to now, how that's kind of grown? It's a very mental game.
I've developed a lot. It used to be times where I was like, the ball would dictate how I go out there with my day. And just learning to put a smile on my face, whether good or bad, I've gotten a lot better at it. So I would say this year, like especially, didn't have a bad game. Just try to keep positive vibes, and I feel like it helped the team a lot. Just not bringing it down, not making everything about me. So from like when I was younger, like oh, I have to do this, or it'll never work out. And now it's just like winning comes first, and that's all that's important. However I play, if I can help, I'm gonna help. If I need to take a seat back, I would do that too. Like younger me was like, man, you're never doing that.
Yeah.
Just maturing and being around great people, it helps a lot. So.
Yeah. So you guys had a very tough non-conference schedule. How do you think that like helped prepare you for now, and then potentially if you win a game, looking ahead to like Auburn, as you said?
It helps a lot because it gets you battle tested. Like you play those big name games, and then we were close in a few. I mean, we had the lead on LSU for like 30 minutes. I think. Ended up pulling at the end, but those games battle test you, shows you that like those schools, like they're big names, but they're not impossible to beat. It's just like don't fear the name, just go out there and treat them like the same, and then going into conference, like if you can handle those teams, these guys, I'm not gonna say they're nothing, but we're going with more confidence than what we should have.
Yeah, and what's kind of your guys' like mindset like going into this tournament now? Just
same thing, just one more, just take it one game at a time. Hopefully go shock the world. Obviously, that would be amazing. Like a Fairleigh Dickinson, just go beat the #1 seed. That'd be awesome. And then just coach they always have a great game plan for it. I think that's the biggest thing. So whatever they draw up, just sticking to it, and I think we'll get the job done. We're in a hot streak right now, so staying hot, never know what can happen.
Yeah, it very much interests me because I've interviewed a lot of guys from HBCU schools like Arkansas Pine Bluff, different things like that. And one thing we noticed is like it's very good level basketball. Can you kind of talk about the SWAC and the comp?
It's my first year in it, so it's awesome. Definitely it's more teams than the MEAC. That's where I was
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year at 8, and this year was like 12. And if you don't play good, you miss the playoffs. So that was a big emphasis because in the MEAC, everyone makes the playoffs regardless of your record. So that was one thing that was emphasized to me. Like we have to be in this certain amount of wins to make the playoffs, and it's very competitive. I think like 5 teams had 10
Yeah.
wins in the SWAC this year. It was ridiculous. I'm not used to having that much competitive in one league play. It's almost like a little small branch off of the SEC. How
Yeah.
crazy that is this year. We have so many teams that compete, and if you see in the postseason, you would see that like the number 1 seed went down to the 8th seed. And that's ridiculous.
I think it also has a lot to do too with when like I first went to college, like the transfer portal, was now you have a lot of guys that play detour like yourself where opportunity I don't think would have existed as much. Can you kind of talk about that and what it's kind of done for your career a little bit?
It's been a blessing really, because like COVID, with all that going down, and getting some extra years back, it's been a blessing. It allowed me to develop, to get better, just get stronger, and develop my body, my skills to actually go play D1. Like out of high school, everyone's like, "Oh, I want to go play D1," but no one's ever really ready unless you're like top 5 star talent. Just all those extra years I get to develop and get ready to play basketball. It prepared me for this moment now.
Yeah, because we have a lot of people that are like high school, middle school athletes. Now that you've actually done it, what is the difference that makes a player, a Division I player that you've noticed?
Having the confidence in yourself, that's the main thing. If you don't have confidence, it's going to destroy you as a basketball player. But not getting overly confident and knowing that everything's not about you. So I would say that like when you're able to take that back seat and when your name's called, be ready. It makes you very valuable to a program.
Yeah. It's like almost finding a role nestled
Yeah,
within
exactly.
that.
Like in high school, I was like the star player of the
Yeah.
team, and then coming here just to play a role, it's no problem with me.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you need me to do, I'll go do it.
Yeah. I'm interested. So throughout your career, I know this one's got to be up there or your favorite memory, but like, what are a few of your favorite basketball memories?
My second year of JUCO at Henry Ford, that whole team is just special.
Yeah.
I still talk to a lot of those guys today, and that whole team was special. What we were able to do, we ended up losing the Elite Eight to a team we probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But that team was special. I think we won. We didn't lose a conference game at all. We went 15-0 and won the conference, and then I think we lost 3 games all year. And I don't know if you know, but JUCO is like a D1 JUCO and D2. My school is a D2. I think we won like 30-3 or 30-4, and our losses were all the D1 JUCO. So that was just a special team. And then a lot of those guys went on to play high major basketball. Like DQ Cole's on that team. You know that is?
Yeah, yeah.
Hit that big shot versus Kentucky.
Yeah, I know. That's great. Yeah.
We had 3 other guys that easily could have played D1, but a lot of crazy stuff went on. They're still having successful D2 basketball careers.
Yeah. I'm interested, like, what was your first, like, basketball memory? And then growing up, because we always talk about here, I feel like you play a lot of sports growing up because it helps your game. What sports did you play? And
Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love football. I love football more than basketball.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't stand practice. I used to play football as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Just got hit one day and I got blindsided. That was it.
So are you a Lions fan from being from Michigan?
I'm a Giants fan.
Really?
Because my dad's side, my mom is from Detroit, but my dad is a New York guy. So
yeah,
I was always a Giants fan growing up. And we're awful right now, but there were some sweet memories I had growing up with Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Getting to see Odell and Saquon. They're all gone now and we're terrible, but that's dope. And I always support the Lions. Yeah. They're hot.
Yeah.
The city loves it.
Yeah.
The city loves it. I haven't been able to experience it because I've been gone, but can't wait to catch a game when I'm there.
Yeah, I want to talk about basketball. I gotta talk about a couple football questions. Is Eli a Hall of Famer now?
Yeah, easily. I think so. And he's like he beat Brady twice, so that solidifies him as Hall of Famer to me.
And then you want a quarterback in the draft, or you think Russ? Or what's?
If we can get Aaron, I'll take him, but I would like to take Shedeur Cam.
Yeah.
I think that's like we have to get something going, get the ball. Something. We have nothing right now.
Yeah, and then because I don't want to ask bunches, but like since we do have a lot of a younger audience, like what's your biggest takeaway and like learning opportunity you've had from college and everything?
That's a hard question. Yeah, that's a really good question. Biggest takeaway from college. That's just I've been through so much. It's crazy. Just have fun, I would say. Just don't make it like you have to do something, like you have to go to March Madness. Yeah. I feel like I had a really great career outside of this moment here. This just solidified it. Just make sure you have fun, take the moment in, celebrate your win, and make your losses lessons, I would say. No loss is ever just like a downer. You can learn from it. So I would say just grow from all your losses, and when you win, celebrate them, but always know there's work ahead.
Yeah, because I feel like this is such a weird experience because you get in very last second and you have a game tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
How do you stay prepared and like what is your schedule kind of look like?
It's a really quick turnaround because we just won Saturday
Yeah.
night. It was really late Saturday.
Yeah.
We played at 9:30. Sunday was a big celebration. We got back to the school. Everyone was showing us love. That was awesome. And then now it's like we had practice today. I was like, gotta lock back in. So it's quick when they're on your head like 24/7. It's easy to lock back in, but I feel like I'm not gonna really celebrate this moment until I get back home with some family and really get to take it in. Like I said, it's something you dreamed about as a kid.
Yeah.
When you finally get to be in it and like I can watch it on the TV, watch it back, that's dope. Like people watching me back at home, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be something to remember.
Exactly.
Last few questions. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So you do have the game tomorrow. What's like an early like look ahead and like I know you probably haven't watched a lot of tape and different things, but like kind of what's
just feeling confident. I feel like no one can beat us right now. I just feel like we're gonna go in there super confident, super ready, staying hot, guns blazing, and looking to win that game pretty easily.
Yeah, I have to ask because like you don't want to be like too much in the moment, but it is every kid's dream to see that March Madness court and go out there. What do you think it's gonna be like for you when you like actually get out there in the game and see it?
I'm gonna be nervous, but like a good nervous.
Yeah.
Like really ready to play. Like I just can't wait. Even just to go watch it back, win or lose, it's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Even we were shooting around today just now right before I got here. It was awesome. People were watching it. Kids asked for pictures and signing their basketball. It was cool.
Yeah.
Just seeing the March Madness on the court. I can't wait to hear that theme song. I really can't wait to hear that watching it back. Yeah. It's just the moment you dream of. I cannot wait.
Yeah, living a dream. This is last question. It's a really hard one. We always finish off with. So when your career is over down the line, how do you want to be remembered?
Just a guy that if he shoots that ball, it's a good chance it's going.
Yeah.
That's what my teammates told me. Like if you cross half court and you look at that rim, you better shoot it. Like they feel like every shot I take is going in, and that puts a lot of confidence in me. Like I can't even describe how that makes me feel. Like hearing your coach say you have the green light to shoot whatever you want. It's so awesome. So even at school, like in the semifinal game, they're all like, "Dude, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you." Just to hear them say that, it's like so awesome. Showing me love for that is pretty cool. So just remember that guy. You leave him open, he's gonna knock it down.
Yeah, I bet your campus is pretty buzzing right now for that.
Unfortunately, we have spring break.
Oh, really?
So yeah, no one was there. They're like when we got back, but I know they love it. Yeah. And then when we get back next week and everyone's back on campus, it'll probably be something. We'll have a fun little parade.
Yeah, you'll have some. Yeah. But well, I wish you best of luck in the game. I know you're so busy, man. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to do this, and I hope you keep in touch and everything.
Yeah, for sure.